Eng and you are tuning in to AWANI tonight. We are coming to you live from Bangi Gateway in a special election coverage leading up to GE15. Polling day is on November 19th. Now, Bangi is the constituency with the highest number of voters. Over 300,000 voters are estimated to be registered to vote in GE15. So we are right here this evening to get a pulse of the location as well as its people leading up to polling day. So, and if you are a voter of Bangi, like myself, what do you want from your candidates? So let's bring in my colleague Hafiz Marzuki right now to give us a lowdown on the key contenders for the Bangi seat P102.
Yes, Cynthia, as one of the most populous parliamentary seats in Malaysian Parliament, it is important for us to understand a little bit further what are the hopes and aspirations of people who live in Bangi. And as you can see right here is a bit of a rough map of the parliamentary of Bangi. And of course, it is split into three separate state seats, Sungai Ramal, Balakong, and also Kajang, all of which are under Pakatan Harapan as of this moment. But we don't have to worry about the state assembly seats because there is no Selangor state election. But in order for us to understand further about the aspiration and needs and wants of the voters here, we need to look at the overall racial breakdown of the voters in the Bangi parliamentary seat. As you can see here, there is 48.6% Malay voters, whereas the Indians 11.1%, Chinese 36.9%, and others 3.4%. And if you were to look at the overall picture, you can see right here about 49% Malays and 51% non-Malays, which if we were to talk in electoral terms or election terms or political terms, this is what we call a mixed seat. And when we talk about mixed seats in general, if we were to look at the political landscape post-2008, mixed seats tends to favor or lean towards the opposition bloc, or more specifically, Pakatan Harapan, or more specifically the AP. And in order for us to understand further, we need to look, of course, at the electoral history of Bangi. And then right here, you can see what happened in 2018. The incumbent, Dr. Ong Kian Ming, won with more than 102,000 votes. You can see here, 65.6% of the overall votes cast towards candidates in this area. Of course, he defeated Muhammad Shafiq Ngah of PAS in second place with over 30,000 votes, which is about 21.6%. And then, of course, third place, Liu Yuan Kwong of BNMCA with over 19,000, 12.6% out of the overall votes. And of course, in last place, Wan Jin Wei of PRM, Parti Rakyat Malaysia, 215. And this gives you a bit of an idea of how strong or how solid the support is towards Ong Kian Ming. But this time around, the incumbent is not recontesting the seat. He already won it in 2018. He's handing it over to the candidate Shah Rezan Johan, which is, as you know, is a current CEC member of the AP. He will be facing two other candidates, Datuk Ho Hee Lee and Muhammad Nazrul Hakim Nazir. Datuk Ho is, of course, the BNMCA candidate, former Balakong assembly person from 1995 to 2008, a well-known and respected person. And of course, Muhammad Nazrul Hakim Nazir, a young lawyer from PAS. And another interesting thing, Cynthia, is that these three candidates, they are all lawyers. So we are seeing, other than they are contesting for the same seat of Bangi, this is also the battle of the lawyers. Of course, we want to know more about what the candidates say. Back to you.
All right, so thank you so much, Hafiz, for that. What we know that is confirmed that a three-cornered fight at the minimum is going to happen at P102 Bangi. Now, earlier today, we had a chance to meet Pakatan Harapan's candidate, Shah Rezan Johan, to ask him about what can he offer to candidates in Bangi and what is DAP's strategy to retain the seat.
First of all, I think it must be stressed that I will not be making any promises of specific problems like, oh, perhaps this roundabout or this traffic light and things like that. I think as a candidate for Member of Parliament, we need to look at the bigger picture, the primary responsibilities, of course, to Parliament, but at the same time, in terms of constituency work, the Member of Parliament can be the facilitator between the various authorities as well as the state government, the federal government, as well as those bringing the voices of the people of Bangi. So I think that's where my focus will be. The plan that I will adhere to for the next 5 years if I'm elected will be published after nomination day.
Well, other than Sharizan, we also had a chance to have the candidates from Perikatan Nasional and Barisan Nasional on our show earlier on AWANI, and we asked them what are their aspirations, what they can offer should they become the MP of Bangi.
Isu kita tak boleh kata isu utama sebab dia banyak isu. Kita mesti menengok dia secara keseluruhan, holistik. Seperti di Bandar Baru Bangi, tadi kita cakap trafik. Trafik amat penting. Trafik kita nak menyuraikan trafik ini. Bagaimana kita nak cari jalan alternatif. Sebab kita tahu banyak orang pergi kerja dari Semenyit. Dia menggunakan jalan Bangi Lama untuk menuju ke Putrajaya.
Pertama sekali apa yang saya cuba bawa untuk masyarakat Bangi adalah kita nak bawa suara anak muda. Sebab di Bangi ini lebih 50% pengundi dan juga penduduknya adalah terdiri dari kalangan anak muda berusia 18 hingga 25 tahun. Jadi kita nak bawa suara anak muda ini supaya segala masalah-masalah yang dihadapi oleh anak muda di Bangi dan juga di Malaysia ini akan dibawa diangkat ke tempat yang sepatutnya, iaitu di Dewan Rakyat. Dan juga bukan sahaja suara anak muda, kita juga nak bawa suara penduduk-penduduk di Bangi, iaitu suara masyarakat B40, suara golongan-golongan profesional dan semua warga yang berada di Bangi. Kita mahukan suara mereka diangkat. Dan yang paling penting, kita nak pastikan Bangi ini menjadi sebuah bandar Bangi yang sejahtera dan selaras dengan temanya sebagai bandar ilmu. Kita nak perkayakan pembudayaan ilmu di Bangi.
In other news, a Merdeka Centre survey found that only 32% of Malay voters preferred Barisan Nasional over other coalitions. Now, the same survey found that only 20% chose Perikatan Nasional, while only 13% chose Pakatan Harapan. The remaining 29% is still undecided or unsure of who to vote. As such, the survey noted that they could go either way. The survey conducted among 1,209 voters aged 18 and above between October 19th and 28th also showed that the majority of respondents across the races at 31% said they had either no preference or were unsure of which party to vote. Meanwhile, about 26% said they would vote for Pakatan Harapan, 24% for Barisan Nasional and 13% for Perikatan Nasional. Following this, the think tank predicts the possibility that no single coalition will attain enough seats to form government on their own. Instead, it said there's a high possibility that at least 3 or more coalitions are needed to form a government with a simple majority. Datuk Sri Ahmad Zaid Hamidi has defended Barisan Nasional over the low number of women candidates in its GE15 lineup. Now, the UMNO president has said that they tried to fill as many women as possible, but there were some technical aspects to be considered as well, such as the winnability factor of the candidate.
At the same time, Zaid said BN also faced pushback from men in the coalition who did not want to make way for their female counterparts. He gave an example of former Padang Besar MP Datuk Zahidi Zainul Abidin, who had refused to make way for Puteri UMNO Chief Zahida Zarif Khan. He was eventually dropped. BN is facing criticism for going back on its promise to fill at least 30% female candidates in G15. Only 11% of BN's candidates announced for G15 are women.
Now, former Ketere MP Tan Sri Anwar Musa said that he has rejected offers from other parties, including Perikatan Nasional, to defend his seat. Now, he said that despite being dropped from Barisan Nasional's GE15 candidate list, he says that he is still loyal to the party UMNO. The Ketere UMNO division leader said he knew that PN candidate Dato' Khair Noor had yet to receive his official appointment letter, despite having been announced as a candidate for the seat. This implied that Anwar could still contest under the PN ticket if he chose so. However, Anwar said that he would not stand in Khair's way and that there are many parties that are fighting over him. He emphasized that it is a matter of principle that he does not join another party besides UMNO. BN announced its list of candidates last Tuesday, with several UMNO leaders missing from the list besides Anwar. They are Caretaker Federal Territories Minister Datuk Sri Shahidan Kasim, Caretaker Technology and Innovation Minister Datuk Sri Dr. Adam Baba, and Caretaker National Unity Minister Datuk Halimah Muhammad Sadiq. Incumbent Sungai Buloh MP Sibarasa Rasia said that he was dropped by Pakatan Harapan due to health issues. That's why he was not nominated to be a candidate in the Sungai Buloh seat in GE15. Now, Sibarasa, who is a thyroid cancer survivor, said that due to his situation, his vocal cords are impaired, and that's why leading to concerns about his ability in managing campaigning in GE15. The PKR Legal Bureau head said he had to use a speech amplifier to assist and protect his voice. He remained Pakatan's candidate for Sungai Buloh until October 28th, when he was informed by PKR President Datuk Sri Anwar Ibrahim that he would not be fielded to defend the seat. Sibarasa said he accepted the decision and urged the public to stop discussions over his non-participation in GE15. He has occupied the Sungai Buloh parliamentary seat since 2008, most recently winning with a majority of 26,634 votes in GE14. Previously, it was announced that the seat would be given to PKR Deputy Information Chief Datuk R. Ramanan. He will be up against Barisan Nasional candidate Khairi Jamaluddin, who will also be contesting there for the first time after giving way to Datuk Sri Muhammad Hassan in Rembau. Incumbent Lahad Datu MP Datuk Muhammadin Ketapi has withdrawn from the race to contest in GE15. Now, the politician who switched allegiances 3 times within 9 months says that the decision was made after considering the political situation in the country.
Muhammadin, however, will remain as Sagama State Assembly person and plans to focus on carrying out his duties as an elected representative. He previously voiced his readiness to defend his seat, pending the Barisan Nasional leadership's finalised list of candidates. Muhammadin was appointed Minister of Tourism, Arts and Culture under the Pakatan Harapan administration and had won the Lahad Datu seat on a warisan ticket. He switched allegiance to Bersatu in October 2021 before quitting to join Parti Bangsa Malaysia 8 months later.
In a bid to encourage Malaysians to vote this GE15, a group of citizens have come together to start this initiative called Carpool GE15 to help fellow Malaysians to return to their hometowns to cast their ballots.
It is very much a social media initiative whereby we pair between those who want to share their ride and those who are looking for carpool opportunities. So they just need to use the hashtag Carpool GE15, and they can post either on Twitter or on Facebook, mentioning the details of the seats that they want to offer, where are they going to, where they will depart, at what time, how many seats they are available. So we will take that information and we will verify their information first. So we'll get their name and their phone number, and then their details. Our volunteers will transfer the information to our Telegram channel. So those who want to find their ride can subscribe to the Telegram channel, and we already distribute the channel according to your voting location or your state.
Khairul Nizam also discusses the role Carpool GE15 plays this election season.
I think it is more towards promoting the rakyat to go out and vote and to exercise their democratic rights. But another thing is, or another dimension to this is, we can see the automatic registration of the voters, whether be it the youth voters, the first-time voters. So probably will assist this group of people whereby they are excited to be first-time voters and whatnot, but probably they don't have the means, to go back where they should vote. So I hope that this little effort that we have here from Kapul G15 will spur, their intention to go out and vote, and we will have in every possible way that we could.
Before we leave you tonight, we want to hear your thoughts on GE15. Here is the question displayed on the screen. All you have to do is just to scan the QR code at the bottom left of your screen, and the answers to the questionnaires will be revealed daily. That is all we have for you from AWANI Tonight, live from Bangi Gateway. My name is Cynthia, and thank you for watching. Good night.